Hello, and welcome to this app tour for the Rock of Grace Apple TV app. I'm on the home screen of my Apple TV right now, and you can see I have the Rock of Grace Apple TV app selected. So I'm going to go ahead and press to go into that on my Apple TV remote. And this is actually being run on a real Apple TV, no simulator. So this is exactly what the experience would be like for you. So you can see I have the Watch Live button selected right now by default, and I will go back and explain exactly what that is here in a minute. But first of all, I'm just going to go down and select the On Demand section. I just scroll down with the Apple TV remote, and you can see now I'm scrolling through the archive of Rock of Grace sermons, and they're divided by month. So you can see this is the April 2017 messages, the March 2017 messages, and if I scroll down below this row, it'll just pull up all the messages and cover up the Watch Live section so I can see more of what's available to watch. And you can see it goes all the way back to March of last year, so over a year of messages that are very easy to access on Roku, which there's also a Roku channel like this, as well as Apple TV. So let's go ahead and go into March. And we'll go to Compassion Sunday with guest speaker Grant Norsworthy. And you can see right away there's Jordan. The very start of the message, Jordan's introducing Grant, and we are ready to go to start watching. I can touch the touchpad on my Apple TV remote and see we're at 11 seconds in. I can pause, and now I can scrub, which means fast forward to any point I want to go, and you can see what's going on in that frame. So right now we can see Grant will be speaking at 29:34 if I decide to go there. And the scrubbing is just normal Apple TV functionality, just like Roku can do it. But I just wanted to show you what you can do while you're watching a video. So I'm going to go ahead and click back, which will get me back into the video. And then I'll click back again, which will take me back into the sermons from March 2017, since that's what I was looking at. And you can see along with the message on the left-hand side, there is a summary of that message. So you can see, like, if I select any of these, it'll let me know what that message is about. Now, as I go back, you've gotten a great idea of what these do. I mean, each of these sections just divides it so you can easily access messages from any series or from any month. And then you can see there's the Watch Live button. Now, this is a neat feature because it completely changes how you can use the Apple TV app. What this does is it makes it so it will automatically select any message, and it will just start playing it from a specific time. So let's just go ahead and click it. I'm going to click Watch Live. You can see, oh, it's taking me now into May. So a message from May called Lord Created Me a New Heart. So I'm going to click, I'm just going to touch the remote to see what point we're watching. And look at that. We're 14 minutes, 16 seconds into this message. And the reason that is that the Apple TV app is programmed to take everyone in the world to the very same moment of the message. So it's not just a matter of, I'm going to go in and I'm going to start at 0 seconds, and then you're going to go in an hour later at 0 seconds, and we're just watching two totally different things. No, instead, it will pick the very same moment for us to start, so everyone around the world is watching the same thing. So this is now like live TV specifically for Rock of Grace. So here, I'm at 14:48, you can see, 14:49, 14:50. I'm just going to back out and talk for a second about this. On the right-hand side, you can see a short explanation about what this feature is. But this way, if you're watching and say a message is on and you love this message, you can call someone and be like, oh man, my favorite message is on Rock of Grace's Apple TV app right now. Hey, you should join me, get on there. And they're watching the very same thing you're watching now. So I'm going to go back in there. And you can see that we have progressed. Now we're at 15 minutes, 21 seconds. So this gives you the ability to both share and be a part of something everyone's part of, just like live TV, but it also gives you the ability to be able to go into the Apple TV app. And sometimes you might come home from work and you just want a positive message instead of watching regular TV, but you don't necessarily know what you want to watch, and you're presented with all of this. I mean, what are you going to go into? It can be kind of tough to figure out what you want to go into and watch. Well, this gives you the ability to just turn on the Apple TV app and click Watch Live, and you're just immediately in there, and something's playing. As soon as this message finishes, it will have a 15-second pause, and it will just start a new message. And it doesn't go through the same messages the same way every day. So it will always be different how it goes through the messages. So it's not like if you happen to be someone who really loves this feature and you come home from work every day doing this, it's not like it's always going to be the same message, or every other day it's going to be the same message. No, it's coded so that it acts differently on different different days. And as new messages are added, that will also change how it works. So you should be presented with a different series of messages every day during the time that you watch. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of the neat things you can do with the Apple TV app for Rock of Grace. While there is a Roku channel, so if you don't have an Apple TV or 4th generation Apple TV, you can use Roku as well. The Roku channel does work slightly differently, but both of them have this archive and the ability to watch over a year's worth of messages from Rock of Grace.